I'm Peter, co-founder at GetSales, and today I'll help you with the launch of the first campaign. So to start off, we just have to click and create button, but I want to highlight that you can actually create the automation in the same way by navigating to automations and then clicking on this button, create campaign. That's actually the same. Let's get back. And one more thing here is that GetSales is a very powerful tool. There are many hidden features. So in general, I recommend you watching through all the videos from this playlist on YouTube, get better knowledge, better grasp of the GetSales system. But yeah, this first step, it actually allows you to launch a campaign really quickly, add in leads, sender profiles, building campaign and everything just in a few minutes. So once you click create campaign, you have to decide if you want to choose a template or you want to build a campaign manually. I would say that building manual is really good, but you can simply start with a template and you can easily adjust it to your needs. It just has the right structure, and then you can add new blocks and you can change everything. So it's fine to use some templates and later on adjust it. So now we are inside the automation builder, the heart of GetSales, the very powerful thing. It allows you to do so many things, and I recommend you watching a video on what you can do here. But let's just super quickly go through this structure of the first campaign. So we check if you are connected with the lead initially, right? If connected, we end automation. We don't want to send cold messages to warm leads. If not connected, we send a connection request, and then we're waiting for some time. Once you're connected, we go right through the connected branch. So leads are going through the automation, like through the pipes, like water through the pipes. And but if you're not connected, then we wait like up to 5 days in that case. Then not connected, we do the like, and then again, we continuously check if you are connected. And if you're still not connected after all these days, then you go through this not connected branch, and then we will withdraw the connection, and that's it. But if you're connected at some point, right, lead go through this connected branch, and then we wait for 1 day, and then we shoot a message. You also can see an example of using liquid variables like now weekday, meaning happy Friday. And you can also see how spin text works, and you can use plain text. You can just delete it. You can use some custom fields. You can use your own custom fields. All right, and then you can also add new nodes, similarly doing a delay step, and then send in another message. So yeah, it's very simple. And the best thing that you can adjust it on the go. So later on, if you need to adjust it, you can do that. You can do that for the leads that are already inside the automation on a certain node. And so let's move to the next step. Add in sender profiles. Like, we have to choose which sender profiles to use inside this automation. And usually when you already using system, you'll find a list of sender profiles that you have on your team. But I don't have any sender profiles yet. It's in your team, so I have to create them from scratch. You can actually do the same right from the sender profiles page, but we can do that from this page as well. And let's do it. Click and create, then put in the name of the sender profile, choosing task assignee. You can change it later. And then we have to put the notifications email. So if something is wrong, maybe something is wrong with proxies, maybe the account is logged out, or like email issues, then you get this notification email. You can choose multiple emails there, or you can remove it. And another thing is server schedule. That's very important. That's one of the unique features of GetSales. So most of the tools, they're active around the clock. So LinkedIn can see that you're always green on LinkedIn, but GetSales is different. So you set up this server schedule, and beyond these hours, account is sleeping, server is sleeping. So we do nothing, like no automations, no messenger, no importing, nothing. And you kind of can emulate real human behavior, real working hours, etc. And I strongly recommend doing that. Another thing to highlight is that inside the automations, you can usually use the same schedule easily, so you don't need to set up the campaign schedule separately, but you can, right? But in that case, you have to keep in mind that this server schedule is primary, and the automation schedule should be also within these hours. All right, let's move on. Perfect. So now we have to choose the proxy. There are two options. Option number one is using your own proxies if you want to do that for some reason. Option number two is using GetSales proxy, which is actually Bright Data proxy, and we're using very reliable and stable and safe proxies. So I actually recommend using GetSales proxies. And in my case, it would be Portugal. I'm based in Portugal. I have Portugal indicated on my LinkedIn page, and that's the primary rule. For example, if you have United States on your sender profile on LinkedIn page, in that case, you have to choose the United States. I have Portugal, so I'm using Portugal. Even if I was in Poland, for example, I still would choose Portugal. Now, one more thing here, if you're connecting your own Go login sessions or rental accounts, in that case, you need to choose a different process, and you have to click here to connect and follow a different flow. But for most of the customers, every time you'll be following these steps. So we're ready to go. So now GetSales created a session for you to connect your account to finish the connection process. Later on, you would be able to access the account directly as well, right from GetSales system to utilize single session protection. So to launch this session, you just have to click open and you'll launch GetSales Cloud Browser, which is based on Go login technology, right? And you'll see the LinkedIn page where you can connect your account. You just have to put the credentials there. If you're using MacBook and you want to insert the password, use Control. So we're logged in. And now GetSales will catch the session. If something goes wrong, for example, if you didn't log in properly, or instead of clicking I've logged in, you just closed, or maybe something went wrong, then you can you'll see the error or something, then you can do what we prompt you to do, maybe open again and re-log in, but let's hope that it will work just fine. All right, so the account connected properly. Now just have to click finish and and follow the next steps. So you can see now we can choose the sender profile as one of the sender profiles to be added to the campaign. I can do that easily. And as well, I have to define and decide which distribution model to choose. You can explore details about these distribution models by clicking on learn more, but we can start with just fair balance rotation. Yeah, lastly, we have to add context to the system, to the campaign, right? We have a few options to do that. First of all, you can add context like with a quick import option. So you can basic search or sales nav search, a CSV import, right? You can quickly import this leads to the system and to the campaign, right? And you'll start from there. If you previously already pushed some context to the system, to the CRM, then you can choose out of these contacts, right? By clicking add contacts, you'll be redirected to the CRM where you can see all the leads that are saved to GetSales. And to be honest, you can do the same with importing by navigating to contacts and imports, right? Where you can manage all the imports. But let's do a quick import right there. So we click CSV, creating the first list, and add item, choosing the file, excellent. Continue. For CSV import, we need just basic data like LinkedIn ID at least. I have more, so I'll use more data. But I recommend you, by the way, to watch the videos about options to import leads, peculiarities of imports, advanced level, So, but in my case, let's just do create import, and that's it. You see that import started, and once leads are saved, they will be appearing there, and they will be entering the automation automatically. Important notice here is that only new leads will be sent to the campaign automatically. So if you want to do some advanced importing, then you'd be better doing that in the import section, right? When you do Sales Navigator import, right, it takes time. So gradually, as you go, as the import goes, new leads would be sent to the campaign. Let's move to the next step. You just have to create a name for this campaign. whatever campaign it could be, maybe C-level, yes, say health, industry, whatever, right? And you can as well create a folder for these campaigns, so you can store your campaigns in different folders, but it's fine to do it later. So in my case, I want to use the same schedule as I have for the sender profile, so it will be running throughout these hours. And the priority is like medium, fine. Like if you don't have many campaigns, then it doesn't matter, to be honest. All right, we're ready to launch the campaign. Just click launch and let's see what happens. Perfect. So that's the campaign. Like if you go back, you'll see that you launched the first campaign. You can stop it. You can launch it. You can adjust it on the go. Like maybe before sending the connection, you want to do something else. Or maybe you decided to add another step there. Maybe you decided to remove this step. Like you can do whatever you want, right? And yeah, and as well for the contacts, you can see that if you click on this segment, you will see that there is an auto filter applied based on the CSV import that you launched. So as I mentioned, new leads, they will be entering the campaign, and more leads would be added to the system. So you can as well click here on contacts to see what contacts are already there. And if you navigate to the contacts, to the CRM and imports, then you will see this import there. So you see that import saved 500 contacts, and all of them, they will be as well sent to this campaign based on the auto filter that we are using there. That's it. Hope that was helpful and simple and everything went smooth. I recommend you to watch the rest of the videos to explore more details and more advanced features. And that's it. GetSales, we believe in you. Ciao, ciao.